The digital transformation of society refers to a process where humans are reshaping the way society works by ways of interpreting and understanding society, including the use of digital technologies in everyday life. This digital transformation of society already has impact on young people's lives. For instance, it reproduces old or shaped new socioeconomic, technological, and structural equalities and inequalities. My focus is on the digital transformation of society and its impact on young people's lives. A digital transformation, which by the way is a reality for all of us, where we all, small and big organizations, formal, non-formal and informal, young and old, hybrids and blends are going through this transformation in some way. Firstly, I turn towards governance and leadership perspective and want to put the focus on the relation between various levels of decision-making and participation. The digital transformation and the development of information and communication technologies has the potentials to enhance dialogues between various levels of decision-making and practices, supporting organizations' transformation readiness. A key challenge for young people in Europe in this matter is whether young people have access to the spaces and dialogues they need to or want to be integrated in. In relation to youth work, digital technologies can support access and enhance dialogues through and between various forms and spaces. It can be in the same time and same place as it often is in various face-to-face meetings or practices. It can be in the same time but different place via, for example, various forms of online meetings, like for instance, the 2020 European Youth Work Convention. It can be in different time and different place using various forms of online platforms for young people and decision makers to access information and materials. And lastly, it can be in the form of different time and same place, rather providing information and supporting communication in, for example, certain information spots or libraries. Various spaces for dialogue with various purposes can be used to support collaboration and dialogue, enhancing young people's access to services, decision-making processes, and various forms of education and learning, and supporting ongoing spaces for dialogues and interpretations of ambitions and developments of youth work. Another current and future challenge to overcome, boosted by the digital transformation, is the ability to relate parts to wholes, to develop system thinking skills with integrated attitudes. How are new perspectives or certain developments integrated into practices and decision-making processes? Is it done with integrated or isolated attitudes? It's a matter of when to integrate or isolate perspectives and developments and to find ways to tackle challenges, problems, and dilemmas. Again, this may be useful, for instance, in order to interpret or align various national or international strategies and agendas to ongoing practices, and vice versa. Are those strategies and agendas integrated into practices or isolated ambitions floating around in its own universe? I consider the digital transformation of society to be a process that can help us in any direction, and many are the dilemmas that we have faced and will face. However, opening up and enhancing transformation readiness and spaces for dialogue are some of the ways to support negotiations and interpretations on how to develop youth work in a time where we all adapt to and contribute to the digitally transformed society. To take on an integrated attitude and being able to relate the parts to the wholes can lead to a situation when we really can shape new developments and new structures and cultures. Instead of a situation when developments may happen in the way that it doesn't really contribute to a change in a larger perspective, still reproducing a similar system that was already in place.